it was kind of a merging of my plan and my strategy versus my dream that I didn't see as a possibility. I loved K-pop, so I was a K-pop fan, but I like in no way, shape, or form ever saw myself doing it. I just didn't think I just didn't think that was possible, you know? So I had been working my whole life towards a career in music, and fast forward, here I am. I'm in LA and I'm working in the studio and I'm writing, and then I pop my head in because I hear a beat coming out of the other room, and I pop my head in, and it was a song camp, I guess, for Rania. And I was just kind of jamming along with the beat and just kind of said what's up to everyone in the room, kind of like joking, freestyled. And then from there it was like, hey, are you interested in being in a K-pop group? And I was like, yes. What? Like, I didn't even think about it. And I was maybe a week later in Seoul. Debuted like a week after that. Hi, my name is Alex Reid, and you're watching the Buzz Artist Spotlight. Turn me up. Yo. New generation of legends of Bay. 아직 네 눈엔 난 알지. 인정해줄 거야 언제쯤에. 별처럼 키우지 yeah. 이건 좀 위험한 dangerous game. When I told my parents, my mom is the biggest warrior of all time, and she was like, no, it's a scam. There is no industry for you out there. They don't want you. It's a criminal organization probably calling you right now. There is no way that it's what you think it is. I was like, no, Mom, it really is. Like, I'm really gonna be in K-pop. She's like, no, Alex, you've been tricked. They don't just pick you up and then take you out there. And my dad was like, go for it, bug, because that's what he always does. And he told my mom, he's like, Alex is a good judge of things, you know, if she says it's legit, because they didn't know anything about K-pop. Like, if she says it's legit and that's her dream and she loves it, trust her, she's good. So that was that. It wasn't really a question. I told them, you know, I'm going. And then telling my friends, it was really funny because their whole idea was like, oh, okay, so you're going to Korea to like make some music, like you're gonna write or something like that. They didn't really understand, like, no, I'm trying to be a K-pop star. You know, and then after it kind of hit, after I debuted and it hit the internet and they could see what was going on, they were like, whoa, like that was a real play. Like, you actually went out there and are doing your thing. So when I went over there and debuted with the group, it was in a lot of ways not what I expected, and then in a lot of ways exactly what I expected. You know, I'm on the music shows, so everything that I had been a fan of, and, you know, seeing all the groups that I'm a fan of backstage, it was like, wow, like you're really here, you're really living your dream. And then at the same time, there were a lot of things that were like, oh, I'm confused, I don't know exactly what's going on, and a lot of it I'm still confused about. But, you know, obviously my whole time there was pretty up and down and pretty, you know, pretty interesting. But I think that the time I spent there was something I would never take back. It was something that taught me a lot about myself and a lot about the world, and those experiences made me so much stronger and gave me such a new focus and new goals. And I miss it. I miss being there. I miss life in Korea. I miss performing in K-pop. But now I'm doing, you know, a US project, and at the same time, I'm doing music in Korean, and I'm working with other Korean artists and Korean writers and writing in Korean. And so it's just opened a whole new world of musical possibilities for me. And I'm just really thankful for the whole experience. So the K-pop fans, when I left the group, they sent me the nicest messages and were telling me, we will be with you through everything that you do. And I felt really touched by that, because one of the things I had to deal with when I wasn't in the group anymore was, okay, so does that mean all the people who said they look up to me, does that mean I'm letting them down, or does that mean that I failed them, or does that take away the hope and the inspiration that they said I gave them? And so hearing them just step up and say, you know, you broke barriers, you inspired me, and I'll be here with you through whatever you do. And then now everything I've done, they've been there. And it's really, really touching. Like, as an artist, you're not entitled to anyone listening, and you're not entitled to anyone liking, and you're not entitled to anyone's just unwavering support by any means. Like, for me, it's a responsibility. Like, I have to put stuff out. I have to give you something to appreciate and give you something to know that, okay, I'm an artist and this is what I do, and I do it for you. You know, I do it for me to get it out, and I do it for you to connect to. And it's really nice to feel the fans who were there to still be there on the receiving end of anything I put out now. So the US project, that's something that's been in the works for years, and I finally have the EP exactly where I want it, as in I trimmed all the fat. You know, I wrote tons of records, and it's mainly produced by The Optimist. He's my favorite producer. We just locked in. Like, when I say we locked in, we actually called it the lock-in. We locked in for a month, and we made some of my favorite music that I've ever made in my life. And those are the only records that are going on. Like, only the records that I can't do without. You know, I trimmed the fat. I was like, I like this, but I don't love this. Or I love this, but this one is way better. So it's just the top of my favorites on the US record. And then as far as the Korean project goes, that's been me learning a lot, learning the difference between speaking Korean and writing in a poetic way. So I've been trying to work with Korean writers and just sinking in to their writing process. And also I study Korean for a few hours every single day, because obviously, like, that's the only way to make it easier, is to fully understand the language. And I'm a long way from fully understanding the language, but I want to make sure that I'm doing everything step by step and taking in all of the learning first and then putting it out to the world second. So that's kind of the curve that I'm on. New fans can follow me at the Alex Reid. That's TheAlexReid on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. It's the Alex Reid Fans. Oh, and YouTube. I'm going to do some more YouTube. Alex Reid TV. Hi, my name is Alex Reid, and you've just been buzzed.